Do you want to know who Billboard's number 2 best pop star of the century is?
It's just this century?
Yeah, just this century.
The last 24 years.
Taylor Swift was number 2.
I love her.
Well, yeah, I love her too, but then you're like, then who's number 1?
Beyonce. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Beyonce's had a longer career. She's been doing it longer.
Yeah.
Don't forget all the history, herstory.
Side note, I tried to pitch a show called Herstory once, a long time ago, and my friend, you know who you are, said it was like, that's the dumbest name ever. We're not doing that. Guess what's on TV now?
Herstory.
A show called Herstory.
There you go.
Fuck off, Timmy.
Well, now we all know who it is.
Stupid.
Goddamn
I just
Timmy.
think Beyonce's just been doing it longer in like in the sphere of being really famous. Because Beyonce's Destiny's Child, she was what? 16, 17?
Yeah, she's a little bit older. I just like, I think these lists are a little bullshitty. I was trying to think of the last time that I've like looked to Billboard to tell me anything about anything. So I've got like my conspiracy is that this is just their ploy to like get on your radar of being a list.
By the way, I like both Taylor Swift and Beyonce. I'm more of a Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah.
Like her music is a bit more up my alley, but that's also because I really love stars that show us their soft underbelly. And Beyonce's soup's private, which I
Yeah,
respect, but I
right.
can't like get in your asshole if I don't know why, you know, you had that elevator fight with your husband. I mean, we all know, obviously, it was the affair, but like you never came out and actually talked about it. And you wrote a whole album about it, but wouldn't say this is why I wrote the album. So we all are just connecting dots that seem very obvious. But I would just like you to pull a Taylor Swift and be like, I dated this person. Not only was he a fucking flat line in the sack, but he did me dirty, and I'm going to write 18 number 1 hits about it. Like I can just get in a little bit deeper with you.
Yeah. Whatever, man. Fuck Beyonce.
No, Beyonce's unbelievable. I've seen her live. And listen, I live for Taylor. Like I just said, only taking one pop star. I'm taking T Swift. Okay.
Look, man, do you want to know when the first time I ever had an issue with Beyonce?
What?
Today. When I saw the list.
Oh, okay.
So don't.
She didn't do anything.
She did what
She's
she
just an
did.
innocent pop star singing her songs.
Innocent star.
Anyway, I
What
like
do you
them
think
both.
about Beyonce? I feel like you don't like her.
Listen, I don't not like Beyonce, but I'm not a Beyonce fan. I think I was a Destiny's Child fan, but
Who wasn't?
But Beyonce, I think, is just super manufactured pop star. I get annoyed with Beyonce because I think she's had so many great ideas for songs and themes for songs, and then didn't really, or whoever wrote them, didn't really do enough with them. Like Put a Ring on It is one of the best ideas for a song. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Really great.
Oh my God. What? That could have been the best song ever written on the history of it. But she says that for fucking 3.5 minutes, basically. And I'm like, you know, I got it. But like, let's expand on this because we can. She also has some fucking bangers that I'm like, oh, I can't deny that. I think
Bangers.
I think that also, like Taylor's whole career has pretty much been this century. Lately, kind of like just the Eras tour is, you know what I mean? Like Beyonce's been nonstop. She's doing country stuff. Taylor's been Taylor for a long time, but she hasn't been Beyonce for a long time.
This is
She's
true.
only been Beyonce the last couple of years since the Eras tour popped off. Maybe a smidge before that when the Taylor's version stuff was like, okay, this is going to work. And like that story really blew up. Then the Eras tour. Wait, you're doing what? Like that's when Taylor became Beyonce. Before she was a pop star, a Britney Spears, you know, that level, like A level, not Prince, Michael
Stratosphere.
Jackson, Madonna, Beyonce, Cher, like those are pop stars. Those are legends.
I'm just psyched that the top 2 slots are ladies. Ladies, I'm psyched about that.
But like what other male pop
There aren't a lot of
should?
male pop stars out currently, I guess. Justin Timberlake is a male pop star, but he's not Beyonce or Taylor Swift.
No.
I just like that both of them are 1 and 2.
Is there a number 3? Who
Yeah,
got
who's
number
3?
3?
Rihanna.
We're gold,
But
silver, and bronze.
I'm on team Riri before Beyonce all day. Like Rihanna is, oh God.
I love
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Is
I
the
love
shit.
Rihanna.
Love
Her
Rihanna.
songs
And
are
li-
better. Her lyrics are better. Everything she does is better to me than Beyonce. And I'm probably going to get murdered for that, but whatever.
Nice knowing you.
Yeah,
mean,
exactly. It's
I-
fun having a show with you guys.
Listen, and I also have not always been a Taylor Swift fan. Not because I didn't like Taylor Swift, but just because I never really listened to her.
Same.
So like once I did, I now think that she is the greatest of all time. But I shouldn't be sitting here. Someone else should be sitting here giving the argument as to why she is, because I think that we would probably be surprised to learn like the stats of hers next to Beyonce's.
How do they amass the list? How do they?
They did mention something about Beyonce's country album moving the
Needle.
The needle. So number 4 is Drake. Number 5, Lady Gaga. Number 6, Britney.
Huh? I like Lady Gaga.
I feel like the last album Britney put out was probably 1999.
No.
Which is
I don't know how I
crazy.
feel
If
about
you
that
think
one.
about
I
it,
don't think Britney should be in the top 10.
she probably hasn't put an album out in at least like a real album that has charted in a significant way, comparatively speaking, to to Taylor, Beyonce, Rihanna, etc. In 10 years, and she's still making it in the top 10.
I don't know what her last album or two were, but I'm always blown away by how they are song 1 through the end playthroughs, every single one of them from.
Yeah, that's true. I guess her last album, we fucking bumped it
like
for a
you
while.
forget about it, and then you turn it on, and then you're
I'm
like,
not a Britney
oh,
Spears fan.
banger, another banger.
another banger, and like
makes you
just
wanna
like
dance.
music to your fucking ears. Like everything about it is just like
It's just great
and
pop
she works
music.
with like the most brilliant producers. I'm not even.
She's been wanting to
you
work
have to
with
be a
Foo,
genius to hire
but-
geniuses. I think Kanye is number 7.
Okay.
Bieber is 8.
Okay.
Is Kanye and Drake a pop star? Are they pop
God,
stars?
I don't-
Like,
Well,
what
I
is a
kind of
pop
love that
star?
Drake is on it, because Drake is probably did not want to be
Yeah, he's probably pissed
on the
about
pop star
that.
list, because he also right now he's like trying to go so hard. Like, so I think this whole thing is just funny because like maybe I'm crazy and I just don't remember, I don't recall it, but like I don't feel like I've heard anything about Billboard lists lately. So I feel like somebody in the Billboard marketing department was like, let's do a list. Yeah, nobody cares about our list. Right, but what if we don't put Taylor Swift at 1? What if we put her at number 2 and we announce that before we announce the number 1? Everyone's going to get all wild and crazy about it. Oh, but then, well, what about the Swifties? They're going to hate us. Everyone's going to hate us. Well, then we'll just apologize for it. Because then they apologize for something else. Like in like the video of the list or whatever, they've got like one photo of Taylor in there that it's like her, like I think like maybe a wax doll of her that's like maybe in a Kanye video that's like disrespectful. So then they put out this apology to Taylor. The headlines are Billboard apologizes to Taylor. So everyone's thinking they're apologizing to her for making her number 2, but they're not. They're apologizing for putting this photo in. It all just seems very contrived to me, like very like mapped out. Like, and if you're in PR, that's well done. You know, like we're all doing it. We're all talking about it. We're all looking at the headline that says you apologize to her. We're arguing about it. Like it's all their mission accomplished.
It does seem like an odd time to put out this list because we're only at 24 years, not 25.
Like what exactly?
It's like that. Remember that season of Roni where Ramona was like, I'm renewing everything. I've renewed my hair. I've renewed my buzz. I've renewed my bikini body. And now Mario and I, after 17 years of marriage, are renewing our vows. And it's
Yeah.
like no one renews their vows after 17
Also,
years.
don't do
10.
it. Don't ever renew your vows.
It's the kiss of death on the
Is it really?
Real Housewives. Any couple that has done a vow renewal on the show has gotten divorced. How crazy is that?
That's that list, and I don't even want to give it any more air because I think it's a hoax.
Perpetrated by
Big sunscreen.
big sunscreen. Exactly. That's exactly right.
This is the season for Hallmark, so we've got 2 more Hallmark stories.
Horny Hallmark stories?